This match wins him off. Reversal there by Reckless Youth. An eye rake, very technical. Hip toss there. Reversal by Sonjay Dutt. Kicks him over. Goes for he hits a Hurricane Rana. Reckless Youth is on the run already.
Are you kidding me, Mikey Tenderfoot?
No.
How the hell did he end up into the Hurricane Rana out of window? I don't even know what to say. I'm glad you're sitting here, not the anal one, Aaron Royal.
Brother, I have no clue whatsoever. I'm just trying to call this the best that I can to try and pay it any kind of justice.
Sonjay Dutt and Reckless Youth, both fan favorites. Reckless Youth doing everything he can to get under the skin of the WrestlePlex fans, but the fans have demanded that Reckless Youth and Sonjay Dutt were brought in for this Peterson Cup because they wanted the best of it. Oh! Kicks him right in the groin. Reckless Youth, obviously a technical master and a wizard of the wrestling game, but he doesn't mind going below the belt when he needs to. Oh, he's awfully proud of himself, isn't he?
He can bust out the British Carney, he can bust out the Japanese suplexes, but he's also a very good Irish groin kicker.
He is, from what I understand. You've been studying your notes, Mikey Tenderfoot, that I wrote up for you. I can't do all the research from now on, though. That's why you're here, so you can call matches like this that I don't even know the name. I don't know the name of that.
Is that why I have all these Scruffy Smith references on my note sheet?
Yeah, exactly. There you got the referee, Billy the Kid, down, counting the 2 count for Reckless Youth. Billy has never been in a match of this caliber. He's been in there with some of the greatest of the great here in IPW, but the style of Sonjay Dutt and Reckless Youth, it's a little different. Like, what the hell is this? It looks like...
This is called the Neblina. Rolling him over, also called the entanglement hold. That's the translation for it. Got him all sorts of tied up.
He does have him tied up. And again, when I say Billy hasn't been in there with a match of this caliber, it is not a knock on the talent here in IPW. It's basically just a totally different style. Reckless Youth is like a hybrid form of
He's still caught.
Was he still tied up when he let him go? He basically takes the lucha, the piriso, even a little bit of hardcore, and he mixes it all into one, and that's what you get when you got Reckless Youth in the ring.
Reckless Youth, definitely a complete package. Throwing those elbow strikes right to the... Oh, it dropped him right on his knees.
It looked like he was going for a variation of... Oh, my God. Once again, I thought Reckless Youth was going for a variation of the monkey's flip, but he dropped Sonjay right onto his knee, and that's about the 3rd knee drop. First in the face, then to the back of the head. Sonjay Dutt completely out cold, but he digs for that intestinal fortitude, and he barely kicks out. The referee actually looks a little bit surprised.
I'd say Sonjay Dutt is being a little outclassed here, but I know Sonjay, I'm just waiting for him to make some sort of comeback with the flippity flops and the floppily flips.
He'll do anything he can. Again, when you're in trouble with somebody like this, with Tom Carter, with the reverse chin lock, choking the life out of Sonjay Dutt, Reckless Youth knows what he's doing in there. He is a ring general. He knows what it takes to get himself through a tournament like this that takes over 2 nights. As far as he's concerned, this is just one piece of the puzzle.
His conditioning is definitely top-notch. Goes for a lariat, ducks under to Sonjay Dutt. Flying head scissors into a swinging DDT, my God.
Beautiful maneuver by Sonjay Dutt. I can't tell if that was out of desperation. Was it a defensive maneuver or was it offense? Look at the fire of Sonjay Dutt. Got the fans here in IPW solidly behind him. Reckless Youth is in trouble.
One move downs Reckless Youth, and Sonjay Dutt's already back in this thing. Just like I said he would be. Blocks the punch, comes back with one, comes back with another. Now firing on Reckless Youth. Goes for a huge Yakuza kick to the face of Reckless Youth.
Absolutely leveling Reckless Youth with that Yakuza kick. Trent Acid wouldn't be liking that whatsoever.
Oh, no. Oh! Standing shooting star press. He was making the Hogan leg drop there, but came with the shooting star press and that's very impressive.
You know something? Hulk Hogan might not like the fact that he's about to rip off his deal with the leg drop, but I guarantee Hulk Hogan has never reversed a leg drop into a shooting star press.
I saw him do it once, and it was in Japan.
Absolutely not. You're making that up, Tenderfoot.
All right, I made that one up. Atomic drop from the top rope, absolutely levels Sonjay Dutt. Now going for, it's the hammerlock leg trap DDT.
That's gotta be it.
1, 2,
you gotta be kidding me, Mikey Tenderfoot.
He's a very resourceful
and many other words that probably start with RES, but that's for another time and another place. Reckless Youth absolutely baffled. He seems to be losing his temper a little bit, and he's definitely lost his patience with Sonjay Dutt. This kid has absolutely no idea what the word give up means.
What do you do with a guy like Sonjay Dutt? What do you have to do to put him away? This guy's taking everything from Reckless Youth and comes back just like that, knocking him off onto the stage, gives him a slap, comes over to the ramp with Reckless Youth. Oh, a backflip misses the quebrada. Comes in with a rope flip. Oh, into a hurricane rana.
What an athlete this Sonjay Dutt is, and what an improviser. Look, he almost gets the 3 count on Reckless Youth. That would have been a huge win, and I might actually say that would have been an upset victory by Sonjay Dutt over Reckless Youth. Ducking underneath the clothesline, hooks him right on his head.
Sonjay Dutt taking over on Reckless Youth and just taking him to school. Phoenix Splash misses.
Nobody home. Phoenix Splash crash into the mat is Sonjay Dutt. I'm so happy once again, Tenderfoot, that you're here. Oh, look at that.
Reverse dragon screw. They hit a Mandara.
That's got to be it. What the hell did you call that?
The Hina Mandara.
It sounds vicious. And
look at that reverse Texas Cloverleaf. Got him in the middle of the ring. Pulls him out. Sonjay Dutt, we well advised to tap out here. Just being stretched. Taking the legs away from Sonjay Dutt, his main weapon, and he taps out.
He was reaching for the ropes, but it was too much. The reverse Texas Cloverleaf. Your winner, Reckless Youth, and fans will be right back with more from the Jeff Peterson Memorial Cup.
All around me, another week of IPW Hardcore Television, and there he is, the man, the Florida Unified Cruiserweight Champion, Justice.
Unfortunately, still not wearing those title belts because Natali, the former Cruiserweight Champion, has stolen those belts and has yet to return them to the respective owner, your champion, Justice.
You just saw the clips of Justice's win over Roderick Strong's at Paybacks Are Hell. Even though he doesn't have the titles, he's definitely still the champion.
This promises to be a hell of a match, Mikey Tenderfoot. Jimmy Rave coming from NWA Wildside. This kid is making himself a huge name in this business. He's basically was becoming a huge breakout star with his performances in Ring of Honor and Combat Zone Wrestling. And now he makes his return to IPW, and I guarantee he and Justice are going to tear this up.
He's also developed a very effective ground game and a submission game, as well as you see him take Justice down with that waistlock takedown and still staying on top of Justice very early on.
Jimmy Rave has made it very clear that his one goal right now is to make it to Japan, and tonight is a perfect opportunity, being that Tiger Hattori is in the back watching all the matches tonight from World Japan Pro Wrestling. He's scouting some of the great talent here in IPW after the great showings of Lex Lovett, Steve Madison, and the Shane brothers. Jimmy Rave and Justice got a hell of an opportunity tonight, and let's not forget, Jimmy Rave wants to get his hands on that NWA Florida X title and the IPW Cruiserweight Championship.
Jimmy Rave now going into a key lock here against Justice in the middle of the ring, torquing it in. Justice has got to find a way to get out of this submission. Justice, as you can see, can definitely hang on the mat with a guy like Jimmy Rave.
Jimmy Rave, again, he's very much adapted and changed his style into somewhat of a submission expert since he's been last seen here in IPW. He was known as a big high flyer. He's actually put on a lot of his size. The kid is still really lean. He's still really quick, but he looks, look at it again, you can tell he's been hitting the gym. Jimmy Rave's put on probably 20 pounds since the last time he's been here.
He's also very smart to avoid that Jujigatame very early on, to lock his hands and get to the rope before the damage could be done. Now a test of strength. Jimmy Rave looks like he might have the advantage over Justice in this department.
Jimmy Rave is deceptively strong, and like I said, been spending a hell of a lot of time in the gym. And look at the strength going into that bridge. Justice trying to force him down. Jimmy Rave fighting back up out of it, trying to take Justice down. Look at the athletic ability on both these guys. Again, to hold yourself up in that bridge while your competitor is forcing you to the canvas takes a hell of a lot of intestinal fortitude, if I might add.
Beautiful sequence there for Jimmy Rave. Right into a Jujigatame, and Justice, just like Jimmy Rave did, locks his hands to avoid that hold.
Both of these kids have got a hell of a lot of martial arts background in their forte. They're offensive dynamos. It doesn't matter if they're flying over the top rope. It doesn't matter if they're on the canvas right now trading submission hold for submission hold. I guarantee you World Japan's Tiger Hattori's got to be impressed with what he's seeing so far.
Jimmy Rave, I think, is very surprised so far at Justice. Definitely hanging in there on the mat.
Justice is the type of guy that you look at the appearance of this guy. He's not somebody that you're going to expect to take you down and lock on about 1,000 different submission maneuvers. He looks like somebody that's going to high spot you to death. But Justice adapts to who he's in the ring with. He knows when he's in there with Jimmy Rave. He had to change the game plan. Look at that beautiful drop kick.
Justice on top of Jimmy Rave. Very early on, the champion looking very good here against Jimmy Rave. Whips him in reversal now. Jimmy Rave misses a clothesline, comes back, goes for a gunman. Very Justice, oh, it catches a knee right to the gut. Oh, and a Shining Wizard to the head.
Wicked knee right to the head. That could be it for Justice. Jimmy Rave, I like the kid hooking the leg, going right back to the arm bar. He's really matured a hell of a lot since his last appearance here in IPW. Not one of the most popular guys in the dressing room a couple years back when he made his debut, but the kid has come in here, he's shaking the heads of everybody in the dressing room. He's out there talking to the fans, but when business is business, he gets in there and he's doing everything he can. Look at that!
Shooting star press for Justice. 1, 2, and Jimmy Rave just able to get the shoulder out before 3.
Jimmy Rave lucky to get out of that pinning combination. Justice, again, this guy can pull out a move like that out of absolutely nowhere. He'll surprise the hell out of you before you know it, the match is over. Jimmy Rave at the top of his game was ready, got out at the 2.5 count.
Oh, Justice, I think, just kicked him 4 times. This guy trains all week in wrestling and in Shaolin, and it's definitely paying off for him. But that didn't pay off for him very well, did it, Ron Nini?
Look at that beautiful super kick right out of the corner by Jimmy Rave, leveling Justice. Jimmy Rave has also had some great showings on NWA TNA, appearing on several of the pay-per-views. I don't know what the hell they're thinking by not putting this kid on the air every single week, but we're happy to have him here right in IPW.
Jimmy Rave misses a crossbody, coming in with a kick. Justice blocks it, hits a kick. Oh, and a nice back roundhouse kick for Justice.
Justice, when he went up to Combat Zone Wrestling, actually lost to Jimmy Rave. That kept him out of the best 3 this year. It kept him out of the tournament, but he made a hell of a showing, and the fans were solidly behind Justice. But Jimmy Rave is probably one of the most popular wrestlers in CZW. Look at this.
Oh, no. Here comes the Chris McCoy. He's got it locked in. Justice has to reach for the rope. He can't tap out. He'll lose those titles. He needs to avenge that loss to Jimmy Rave in CZW. He's fighting out of it, trying to get to the ropes. Ron Nini, will he be able to get out of it? Yes, he does.
He gets out of it. Look, he actually got out of it relatively easy. It looked like Jimmy Rave really had that move locked on and was using his weight to his advantage, leaning on Justice, sets him up for a huge power bomb. Covers Justice too.
Champ just able to kick out, but look at him transitioning right into the armbar.
This kid is going right to the armbar. It's working for him so far, and he's going to the well. Most people would say one time too many, but if it's working, why do you try to fix something that's not broken?
Justice able to roll out of that, try to get his shoulders on the mat for a pinfall there. Now delivering elbows to the skull of Jimmy Rave with the point of his elbow. Coming back, misses the rolling palm. Oh, he brings him with a backbreaker and goes right to a backdrop driver. Nice. 1, 2, Justice just able to kick out to keep those titles.
Very physical match. Justice and Jimmy Rave are both feeling the effects. You can see in the very, very hot WrestlePlex, they're both completely blown up in there, and they've taken a hell of a lot of damage. I have no idea who's going to come out on top of this match, but I'll tell you right now, it looks like Jimmy Rave has got the advantage.
Oh, swinging DDT for the champion.
Right as I say that Jimmy Rave has got the advantage, Justice walks on a wicked swinging DDT, levels him, and look, oh, I thought he was still going to be the champion. I hate to be partisan, but this kid is our champion. He's the Florida Unified Cruiserweight Champion. Justice is the best that Florida's got to offer, and Jimmy Rave has got his hands full.
Champion sends him in for the ride. Oh, a stiff boot right to the face of Justice. Oh, and a spinning Hayabusa kick for Justice.
Don't be afraid to return one of those sick-ass kicks right to the face of Jimmy Rave. Jimmy Rave doesn't want to trade kicks with Justice. Listen to the fans. They're right behind Justice.
The crowd getting behind the champion. Justice trying to put Jimmy Rave away. Ducks under for a kip over. Oh, a German suplex lands Justice right on his neck. And look at that going right back to the armor. No, he's trying to roll him over for a pin. Justice is out of it. 1, 2, Justice kicks out.
It looked like he actually gave him a little bit of a twist on that German suplex and dropped him right onto that shoulder. Then he went for the armbar. The kid's always thinking he wasn't going to work on that neck. I believe he was still working the shoulder and the arm of Justice. Justice, well aware of what's going on, got the hell out of the predicament. Jimmy Rave is doing everything he can to take out that arm of Justice. Oh my God, look at that kick right to the face of Jimmy Rave.
Oh, he's setting him up now after that huge kick to the face that just took his nose off. Going for the 450. Can he hit it? Jimmy Rave's in position. There it is. He hits it. Got the pin. 2, 3. Justice retains the Florida Unified Cruiserweight titles.
What a beautiful match. Still your champion, Justice, but an incredible showing by Jimmy Rave from NWA Wildside. An unbelievable match to start out this week of IPW Hardcore Wrestling, Mikey Tenderfoot, and fans will be right back.